state elections. Diwali is coming, so price hike, price of tomatoes is going to be a big issue. Joining me on the panel to take a look at what are the issues that the opposition can raise and will be raising, I have with me a panel. Joining me is Javed Ansari. He's a political analyst and a commentator and a columnist. I have PKD Nambiar. He's a brand image guru and a political commentator. I have Dilip Cherian, political analyst, image guru, and brand guru. And Tehseen Poonawala, he's a Congress supporter and a senior advocate.
The politics do not work on this platform. So you have to have a momentum of, one is something called as static issue, which is you are consistently taking on, and you are able to create public movement. I have not seen a single public movement except the farmers' protest during that time, or the citizenship amendment bill, CAA bill. That's it. Other than that, I have never seen a single protest. Even in
like the Nirbhaya.
Or like a Nirbhaya. So as you said, whether it is against unemployment, whether it is you're talking about the price rise and etc. Last month we were at 4.77% of the inflation, and this last month, and the last month it has gone up to 7.44, thanks to maybe tomato and some of those veggies. But the bottom line is that, is there a public anger against a government? How will you, even if not there, is the opposition is able to create that public anger and convert that into an vote against the Modi government or the government in place? I don't think I have never seen even a single that kind of a moment were happening anywhere in the country. Even during the Karnataka elections, it was a different story altogether. They were talking about the corruption of that government. Now, recently there was a CAG report, and the 7 things have come up. And do you know that the saddest part is that the Congress don't even know how to place it in its favor, because most of those allegations or the CAG reports were already been answered by many ministers. Even in for an example, in the case of Dwarka Expressway, it was already been answered by Nitin Gadkari from the last 4 years. Why it has been delayed? Why there was a hike in the overall spending and etc. So there is nothing. There is no, the opposition is not weaponized yet. They need to maybe. It's politics and it's India. It's 140 crore people. There may be an issue which may come up. As of now, this economy at what we are talking about, the price rise, unemployment, they have not been converted into a movement. Till the time they are not a movement, there is no political.
Okay.
I'm really surprised. Of course, it is started by Dilip ji, because he was just saying that this could be potentially can be an issue. But the way Javed Saab and my friend Tehseen is just supporting this cause of this caste census, may I ask you something? Like all our spiritual gurus, like Srinarayana Guru, or the framers of our constitution, if you really look at it, Dr. Ambedkar, has all these people has envisioned a caste-less society. And that is, I'm talking about in the 100 years back to...
but that's an ideal world, but the reality is different.
I can give an answer.
I'm going to get PKD's answer, but after a break. PKD, I'm going to come to you. You wanted to come in, then I'll get Tehseen.
I feel, Priyaji, that it looks like the ghost of the British colonial mindset is coming back to Congress. People who are,
one second, I object.
Let him finish, then Tehseen will get your rebuttal.
No, I object very strongly. I'm sorry. I object. I will not allow. The minute Javed Saab and I speak about the marginalized Dalits OBC, you compare us to British. This is the biggest insult to Dalits and OBC.
Can I complete my statement? I think you should be revolting to me full-fledged. I am open to it, but then let me complete my statement.
Please go ahead.
Right. We are talking about in 2023 a progressive society wherein the people should not be divided by caste, creed, and other means, or by their identity, by religion. But whereas what we are trying to do, again, break our society, wherever it has progressed. You can't say that it has not progressed. There are many states in the country, whether it is even in the state of Kerala or Karnataka, in many places, the casteist society has progressed as a Keralite or as an Indian, rather than just by a Nair, Nambiar, or a Cherian, or whatever it may be. I think what we should do, why it has happened in Bihar or in UP and etc. I will tell you, it is only because of the appeasement politics of Congress or the people who are like the Samajwadis and the Lalu Prasad Yadav, such kind of a people. They always wanted, this was the weapon for them to be in power, to use the Yadav vote bank, to use the vote bank, and so on and so forth. I think once you look back and think that the 55 years you had it in your hand as the golden period to create a society which is one, which is called as only Indian, and you have not been able to get my scheduled caste, scheduled tribe brothers and the tribals to the mainstream. It is so sad that
politics,
the failure of Congress. And it is actually the colonial mindset of dividing people is coming back. Tehseen was just talking about how is it affecting the 5 trillion economy, or for that matter, even a 3 trillion economy, and all these so-called economic growth is, how is it helping the poor of the poor? It's a very good question. Then let me tell you that if you build a road, it's not only the rich go through that road. Today, the road network in India is at par with the US.
But given the state of Himachal roads, I think roads.
You take a flight in almost every airport in our country today is filled with people. All of them are rich people. Definitely no. I remember that when I was taking a flight from Delhi to Kerala, when I came by train to here, and then from the first trip to Kerala by flight, it was 26,000 rupees then. And it was a privilege, and when I went back my home, and I was like, celebrity, like only the Gulf people used to come from the.
But cheap flights happened in the UPA time.
There is a huge change which is taken place. A large amount of people, or 80% of the population has been farmers are being given these 2,000 rupees of monthly money direct transfer.
It's economics. Okay, I got that. I want to get Tehseen when we're quickly out of time.
We'll think about why this is happening.
360 of the BJP's voters, PKD, what's happening?
No, very quickly. See, I think this is something which this does not worry me. What worries me is that from the Punjab, the youth of my Punjab place where the people are just moving like anything. Every day you go to Delhi airport or Chandigarh airport, you will find thousands of people are leaving the Punjab. Rather than looking at 360 people or 140 crore population is leaving, which is very, very low, I would say. I would rather say that it is, as compared to any other country anywhere in the world, would be having the similar kind of a situation.
That's
but
not true.
The youth of this country youth of this country don't want it to stay in Punjab or in Kerala is the most worrisome. And I think we should use this both